I have a question for you. Have you ever tried to manifest, but found that there were some blocks from manifesting? Maybe there's some areas of your life that was super easy to manifest. Maybe you have it really easy when it comes to income or your relationships really flow. But then maybe there's other places of your life, like your health is completely out of sync, or vice versa. Maybe you've never had any health issues, but it seems like every single relationship is dysfunctional. No matter what it is, usually for all of us, there's an area of our life where manifesting seems super easy and other areas where we are challenged. So I want to welcome you into the Manifesting Challenge. I'm Dr. Erin, Dr. Divinity, and it has been a lifelong journey for me to understand what is manifesting, how do we do it, and why are we blocked, and how to unblock ourselves so that we get back in flow with experiencing the dynamics and the miracle of life. So welcome to the Manifesting Challenge. This is a spiritual awakening 52 universal law series where I'm going to take you every single week through one of the universal law distinctions. The truth is there's only one universal law, and it's the cause and effect of how we manifest and how we create as spiritual divine beings through the individualized use of our energetics. So each week I'm going to go over some of the cards. I have 52 distinctions in here. There's only one universal law. It's the law of cause and effect, or the law of oneness. No matter what the name is, it's how we manifest. These universal laws, there's 52 distinctions. So I'm going to take you through that as well. And I'm also going to do some different card readings throughout the weeks for us to kind of see what's going on with our energetics each time as well. So I first want to just come in here and explain what this challenge is about. It is, again, a challenge for us to really understand our divine nature of how we manifest. I'm taking you through what is manifestation, how does it work from a subconscious perspective, the triune nature of the universe, along with the 52 distinctions, and giving you some fun worksheets and fun homework assignments for you to really embody the work. First, I just want to introduce myself again. I'm Dr. Erin, Dr. Divinity, and how I came to this work was through a lot of suffering, probably just like you. So as I came into this lifetime, I had a lot of spiritual abilities as a little girl. My mom actually thought I was possessed. Literally, I was like, there's people in my room. I could see people's auras. She really was kind of freaked out because my mom was not from any kind of a religious or spiritual background. And so over time as a little girl, I kind of shut down all my abilities because in my culture growing up in California, there wasn't really any talk about this nature being with the universe as far as where I was from. So as over time, I ended up having a lot more trauma. My mother didn't really have any order for herself. She was borderline alcoholic. My father went off and he had another family. So my sister and I were kind of set for ourselves. We kind of ran the streets. We were lock-key kids. I ended up getting date raped in high school, had bulimia from 17 to 20, and thought, well, all my problems will just be solved if I get married. So I ended up marrying somebody that I didn't know very well because I didn't know myself. Ended up getting pregnant and having a full-term stillborn at the age of 22. And the day after I gave birth to his body, I was in the mortician's house the next day, down in this cold, dark room, down the mortician's room, looking down at my baby's body, realizing he was gone, but his body was still here. And I realized and had revelation, we're not these bodies, we're spiritual beings. And it set me on what's now been a 30-year spiritual seeking track of finding and really truly finding the truths of the universe, seeing through the veil of the universe and becoming a spiritual practitioner, becoming a metaphysical minister, and becoming a doctor of divinity. And I now train and certify spiritual psychology practitioners around the globe. And I also created a methodology called E4 method, which is quantum healing and quantum manifesting. So we go through all lifetimes for the DNA and fully track out all of our, really coming to the revelation of our divinity. So in this, some of the things that I really love that have helped me in my spiritual awakening is my actual spiritual practice, meditation, breath work, and those are some things I'll teach you on here as well. But the other thing that really made everything make sense is universal law. And so I have this big thing in my heart for universal law. So this manifesting challenge is a gift from my heart to yours. So let's begin. So I really want to start, first of all, is setting your intention for this challenge. So what I'd like you to do is you can pause this video or you can write down, what is your biggest intention? Is there something that you're ready to heal? Maybe you're dealing with dysfunction in a relationship. Maybe you have some massive health issues going on. Maybe you're dealing with sadness. If you are dealing with depression, please, we ask that you reach out and get help because it's a serious issue. Okay. I'll put some links below as well for anybody that's really, really struggling. Okay. Maybe you're dealing with money issues. Maybe you just can't figure out how to break through or leave that job or create that dream that you've always wanted to in a career. So no matter what you're going through, whatever suffering, we all have suffered. It's part of the human, experience. We all feel at some point in time like we're not enough, something's wrong with us. This is part of being human. So I'd like you to actually set your intention. And what I invite you to do is instead of saying, hey, I want that millionaire, I want the millions, or I want the mansion on the hill or whatever, I would prefer that you actually really focus on healing yourself, because until you've healed yourself, you can't really reveal your true prosperity as well. And I remember this when I watched The Secret back in 2006. I remember manifesting and putting, a vision board up on my wall. And I had all these beautiful pictures. And there were some areas of my life that I was able to manifest things, some areas of my life that I was stuck and I couldn't figure out why I wasn't able to manifest. And what I realized is there was a huge, huge missing key to The Secret and to the law of attraction, which was understanding that everything we're creating from is from a subconscious level. And so these universal laws that we're going to go through are going to teach you the dynamics of what universal law is. But to do your deep, deep work, you need to get in and do your deep clearing of the soul. And how we do the clearing of the soul is we do it through E4 method. We do all the trauma work of this lifetime and past lifetime. And we get into a heavy spiritual practice to be able to change the energetics of our soul, because our soul is communicating through the frequency and vibration of the entire universe. Because the truth is, you are the entire universe. So your yoga work, your deep, deep work is to unify and become one with your true self, which is all of life. Okay. So in this, let's take a deep breath together. Doing a spiritual mind treatment. What we do is we do what's called scientific prayer or spiritual mind treatment or affirmations, but it's a place where we're opening up consciousness. We're opening up consciousness to know the truth of who we are and streaming in. So every prayer is answered with the prayer. Okay. So taking a deep breath in, just setting the intention for this manifesting challenge. I recognize right here, right now, that you are a divine manifester, that within you is that first cause that has created the entire universe. I recognize that all of life is from this first cause, this spirit, the spirituality, the reality that everything is created from spirit, the true self, that part of us that is pure, pure consciousness. And I recognize that it creates heaven or hell, that it creates scarcity and abundance. It creates the division and the divinity, that is this relative universe of our experiencing our all-knowingness and our humanness. And in this, I declare self-revelation, self-realization, remembering who you are. I declare this to be not just about manifesting things, but becoming the true manifestation. You are the greatest manifestation. It is you in the embodiment. I declare full embodiment for you and your life. I declare this right now. I simply know it's done. Your divine life, the things that you truly desire, the deepest, deepest desire are your destiny. I declare your divine life. I simply know this with total gratitude, as together we say, and so it is. And so it is. Okay, so let's just begin as we go into these next 52 videos, this series on universal laws. I just want to first say, what is universal law? What is this? What is spiritual awakening? What is universal law? Because the name of this is right here, Spiritual Awakening 52 Universal Law. We also have cards as well. There's also a book around it as well, and all these audios and videos and worksheets. So what is universal law and why should I care about it, right? So we have to understand that universal law is really how we manifest. It's the triune nature of life, as we say, and it's how our individual use of the one divine mind. The truth is that if we were open up for consciousness, we are one with the universe, but it's kind of like a filter, and our individual use of it goes through the filter of the subconscious mind. And in that subconscious mind, it has all of our limited beliefs, all of our inverted use of energy. So we may have all the divine power of the universe, but once it goes through the subconscious, then all of a sudden it's trickling out. It's kind of like, you know how when you see one of those faucets and there's little gunk in your faucet and you have all this water coming through, but all of a sudden it's dripping out. It barely can have anything coming out of it. That's like how we manifest. If we have a bunch of limited beliefs and limitations, then we're not going to be able able to manifest, right? All of the traumas, everything in there, all the limited beliefs, limited identity, right? It's the same with if you think about a stained glass window. You can have full pure sun, but if it goes through a stained glass window, it's going to be into all different lenses, right? We see through a lens as well. It's also, I say a lot, it's like the sun and the clouds. There can be lots of clouds. The sun is still shining. It's always shining. But when we have clouds, the clouds are like our limited beliefs. It can get really dark down here. We can feel totally divided. But the truth is we're one with the sun. Okay. So these are all the things that go on. I also say it's like soil. When the farmer plants a seed of creation, inside of that seed, if there's a bunch of weeds, then the seed will usually die and get suppressed. So these weeds are all of our traumas in our subconscious mind. They're all the things that are holding us back, right? They're suppressing our creations, right? So when we're manifesting, part of the problem is all these things that get in the way. So our job is to clear out the soul, to clear out the subconscious mind. Okay. So what is universal law and how does it work, right? So we have to understand that universal law is the way we manifest. It's the axioms of life. It's really the unfoldment of thought through universal law to the physical form. So thought through our, belief system into the physical form. I actually like to say, instead of not above, I like to say it as the purest self. It's almost like a torus. And inside of the torus is a little spot where pure creation comes. And in that, it's going out through this kind of filter, and then it goes out to the world. Okay. So universal laws are the way that we inform the universe, right? The universe is listening to us 24/7 through our vibration, our frequency, all that. So if we are not in pure consciousness, we have all these thought forms, all this false beliefs, all this anxiety, all this fear. It's not able to have that pure creation come through, right? So it's also when we create from that pure state, then we experience more and more of our divine power. When we create from the external world and we look at all the circumstances and we actually get fractalized and we become and experience ourselves less and less powerful. So the degree to which I hand my power over to the external world is the degree to which I will experience being disempowered. The extent to which I surrender and hold my power into that pure state within is the extent to which I'm going to experience more and more of my divine power. So we have to know that the law works with precision all the time. It's not like I manifest sometimes and I don't manifest other times. We're manifesting 24/7. When we're manifesting and we're in that flow state, it feels serendipitous. It feels everything's flowing, everything's abundant, right? It's also what we call Zenblanity, right? We also create all the negative things in our life because we're actually resisting things, and it's a reflection of what's really going on at a soul level. So sometimes you feel like you're in total serendipity. Everything's so simple. The phone's ringing. It's just the person you were just thinking about. Other times it feels like nothing's working. It's all so difficult. Everything, the car's not working. It breaks down. And it's all one thing going on. It's all from consciousness. So the truth is, all the core work that we do is shifting the true identity. Universal law works actually with perfection and precision every single time. It doesn't play favorites. It is always working no matter what. The truth is that the moment that you conceive or perceive yourself to be anything other than the I am, you're actually polarizing your experience, and you are setting the entire motion of the universe into motion. So our entire work in our school and in the programs is to do that deep healing work through E4 trauma method and the E4 method to really truly learn how to quantum manifest as well, quantum heal and quantum manifest. All of the work we do, all of developing the master spiritual psychology practitioners, is we are embodying the highest consciousness. And so when we embody the highest consciousness, everything begins to flow in ways that we never even had ever experienced before. Even the hard things, we recognize our blessings in disguise. Everything's working for us, versus when we feel divided and we don't believe that we are one with everything, then all of a sudden we get like us versus the world. Things get harder. We have resistance. We judge. We cast ourselves out of the Garden of Eden, if you will. And so all of our work in the school and in this is to come back to the I am. So I'm super excited to take you on this divine journey with these cards and with the book and everything. And every week I invite you to come in here, watch the video. I'm going to describe what the universal law distinction is about. Remember, there's only one universal law. It's really the oneness. It's the cause and effect of life. But every single week, I have 52 distinctions to help you understand and communicate and really make the distinctions to understand how you're manifesting and creating in the world. So each week, I'm gonna teach you about one of the universal laws. We're gonna pull a card about what's going on in your life, how to do the card readings, and have some fun with this. Okay. So my suggestion is to grab the link below. If you're not already registered for the manifesting challenge, you can grab the link below. You can actually jump into the members portal and watch the universal laws there, listen to them. You can get your worksheets as well. You can get in the app, download the app for inspiration. And we're going to do this together, taking this divine journey together, taking a breath together and exhaling out. I just recognize right here, right now, the power that be, the power that you are, that the universe works in direct response to your identity. My identity creates my beliefs. My beliefs create my thoughts. My thoughts create my emotions, my feelings and my emotions. My emotions are creating the circumstances of my life. And I recognize that I'm the creator of my life. I recognize this for you. I recognize for everyone. And as we expand our consciousness, as we expand our light body and our aura body and our arc and all the above, I recognize in this 0 point field, deep, deep, deep within, and the center point of who I am is oneness, is divine, is love, is that creator that is infinite, infinite, omnipresent. And in this, I am knowing absolute divine power, awakening to the divine power, awakening to the divine life, awakening to who you are. I simply say, yes, yes, yes. As together we say, and so it is. Okay, so if you're not already subscribed to this channel, please do. Help support, share it out. Again, if you haven't registered already for the Manifesting Challenge, you can click the link below and grab that there. You can also binge my podcast and all the other things here, and you can get your worksheets and come into the members portal and grab the app as well. I'm Dr. Erin. I truly, truly am super honored to take this divine journey with you. I will tell you a little bit more about myself in some other videos, but I'm just sending you so much love.